Did you know that Zac Efron looks like a completely different person compared to his high school musical days? Or that Kylie Jenner became addicted to cosmetic procedures when she was just 16 years old? Today, you'll learn about 20 celebrities who went overboard with plastic surgeries. Let's watch it. It's fascinating. Zac Efron, the heartthrob who rose to fame with his role in High School Musical, captivated millions of fans with his bright blue eyes and rosy cheeks, until a few years ago when his face changed so drastically that it looks like a completely different person replaced him. Amid rumors of cosmetic surgeries and Botox and filler injections, Zac claimed that his new appearance was the result of an accident he suffered in 2013 when he slipped in a puddle of water and hit his chin on a granite floor. The actor explained that the muscles inside his face and jaw cushioned the blow, but the impact also caused them to grow, which changed the shape of his face, leaving him unrecognizable. Not everyone is convinced by this explanation, and in fact, a plastic surgeon who analyzed his appearance over the last 10 years claims that his more prominent cheekbones and chin are the result of cosmetic surgery. In recent weeks, Zac has been promoting the movie The Family Affair. And once again, rumors about surgeries have surfaced in the media, especially since his face has taken on a rounder appearance with more pronounced lips, which could indicate that he injected Botox and fillers to conceal some natural wrinkles as he approaches 40 years old. Sylvester Stallone, the star of action classics like Rocky and Rambo, seems to have felt every punch he took on the big screen. As at 78 years old, he tries to stop the passage of time through multiple surgical procedures that have left his face noticeably transformed and swollen. Unlike many other celebrities who insist on denying any cosmetic intervention, Stallone has been open about some of the touch-ups he's had done. On more than one occasion, he has candidly admitted to undergoing Botox treatments and filler injections to eliminate wrinkles brought on by aging, but he has remained silent about the more invasive procedures like a brow lift and facelift, which have left a clear mark on his appearance. This attempt to rejuvenate his face did not turn out as expected, as instead of restoring his former look, it gave him a perpetually surprised expression, limiting his ability to show the emotional range of his glory years in cinema. His lips also appear to have suffered from excessive filler, giving them an artificial appearance that lacks the naturalness typically seen in someone nearing 80 years of age. Therefore, Stallone's transformation is a striking reminder of the risks and challenges involved in the pursuit of eternal youth in show business. But at least the Golden Globe winner had the decency to admit that he went to a surgeon to hold on to the look of his most successful years in film. Simon Cowell, the music producer known for being the ruthless judge on talent competitions like American Idol and The X Factor, is 64 years old and seems determined to cling to a youth that has long since passed. In his quest for a more attractive appearance, he openly acknowledged his adventures with plastic surgery and even revealed that his friends give him gift cards for Botox injections at Christmas or on his birthday. The truth is that he's not fooling anyone with his efforts to stop the passage of time because he overdid it with the surgeries and Botox, causing his face to have a frozen, expressionless look. In an attempt to hide the truth, he claimed that his transformation was solely due to weight loss. However, plastic surgery experts who analyzed his before and after pictures pointed out that Simon underwent filler injections in his forehead and cheekbones and tried to remove excess skin from his neck to hide wrinkles, with more than disastrous results. Ultimately, the face of the music producer once known for his stern expressions and piercing gaze now looks unrecognizable and serves as an example for others with a clear message. It's better to age gracefully and naturally than to end up looking like a life-sized plastic doll. Madonna. For over 40 years, the Material Girl has been one of the top stars in show business, not just for her music, but for her ever-changing appearance. From her youthful glow in the 80s, her look evolved into a more artificial image, similar to a wax doll, a change that countless aging celebrities experience after undergoing facelifts and Botox and filler injections. At 65, it's natural for Madonna to have wrinkles and expression lines as part of the human aging process, but in her case, the swollen and tight skin reveals the effects of too much Botox and filler. To see it for yourself, You only need to compare her photos and music videos from the 80s and 90s when she had a natural appearance, with her current look marked by a smaller, refined nose, resulting from one or more rhinoplasties. Today, the Queen of Pop is a shadow of the woman she used to be. But the most concerning thing isn't her altered look, but the pressure she felt from the media, fans, and the entertainment industry, which drove her to become addicted to surgeries in a disastrous attempt to stay young. Melania Trump. In 2005, when the Slovenian model married Donald Trump, her natural beauty made her stand out among the women of New York's high society, who envied her for having a figure worthy of a Victoria's Secret angel and large, expressive eyes. Over time, she decided to undergo an unnecessary facelift that drastically changed her appearance, leaving her with eyes resembling those of a surprised cat. During the same period, she began experimenting with Botox and fillers, which became evident in her more pronounced cheeks and fuller lips. At that time, she was still active in the modeling industry, and there were rumors that she had undergone breast augmentation, which she continues to deny to this day. The most surprising event occurred in 2018, when she was already the First Lady of the United States and was hospitalized for a kidney condition. However, according to entertainment media, it was actually a smokescreen to hide the fact that she had undergone another breast augmentation. This theory further fueled rumors and debates about Melania's aesthetic procedures, with critics insisting she is one of the celebrities with the most surgeries in the entertainment world. Ivanka Trump. Thanks to her estimated fortune of $800 million, the daughter of former President Donald Trump has access to the world's most highly qualified plastic surgeons. But despite having resources at her disposal that others can only dream of, she hasn't escaped the excesses of cosmetic treatments that have radically transformed her appearance. Ivanka's transformation began in the mid-2000s. She first underwent breast augmentation, seeking a more voluptuous figure. Then, she applied fillers to her lips for added volume, and started using Botox to erase expression lines from her face, an attempt to halt the relentless march of time. Her nose, which many considered perfectly natural and cute, also went under the knife. When she began her modeling career at 16, Ivanka opted for rhinoplasty to reduce its size, aspiring to a more delicate profile. Now, at 42 years old, the cumulative effects of fillers and Botox have started to freeze her face, making it likely that she will soon lose the ability to show the facial expressions that once made her so charismatic. In the end, it's striking how the pursuit of aesthetic perfection led Ivanka to such extremes, transforming her from an icon of elegance and sophistication into someone facing the consequences of so many cosmetic procedures in an attempt to stay young in the competitive and demanding world of high society. Gordon Ramsay. The admired British chef gained worldwide fame not only for his exceptional culinary skills, but also for his explosive temperament and imposing presence on television. However, it's notable that someone who doesn't rely as much on his appearance as actors and musicians has ended up looking like a plastic doll. It all began 15 years ago when his children, in an act of mischief, jokingly placed coins in his pronounced wrinkles. This experience, along with the influence of his friend Simon Cowell, led Gordon to try Botox to eliminate some of the lines on his face. What started as an innocent attempt to rejuvenate his appearance quickly turned into an addiction to cosmetic surgeries. Over the years, the chef underwent multiple treatments, such as filler injections to soften his features, facial rejuvenation to revitalize his skin, and laser treatments to improve its texture. Additionally, as hair loss is common in men of his age, he underwent a hair transplant in an effort to combat the inevitable effects of time, which affect everyone, famous or not. Caitlyn Jenner. After a brilliant career as an Olympic athlete, Bruce Jenner felt the pressure to hide the passage of time. So, in the late 1980s, he underwent a facelift and rhinoplasty, hoping to maintain a youthful appearance. Unfortunately, he was never satisfied with the results, leading him to return to the operating room in 2009 to correct the damage caused by the first surgery. Around the same time, he felt the pressure of being part of the famous Kardashian clan, where cosmetic surgery is almost a rule everyone must follow. It was then that he received an eyebrow lift, which left him with a perpetually surprised expression, and a second rhinoplasty to soften his features and give him a more feminine appearance. The most significant transformation in the athlete's life occurred when he changed his identity and decided to call himself Caitlyn Jenner. As a result of this new phase, he reduced the size of his Adam's apple and feminized his facial lines with surgery, increased his breast size, and completed gender reassignment surgery, marking one of the most drastic celebrity transformations of all time. Renée Zellweger. The Bridget Jones star has delighted us with her award-winning performances for over 20 years. But unfortunately, she's also part of the group of actresses who couldn't withstand the pressure and succumbed to plastic surgeries to avoid feeling outshone by younger actresses in an industry where appearance is everything. Now, Renée shows a completely different look from the one we all knew, and just by seeing how her forehead and other areas of her face are free of any expression lines, we suspect that Botox has become her ally and her obsession to hide the passage of time. The two-time Oscar winner's eyes also appear wider than normal, suggesting she underwent a brow lift to suppress some of the wrinkles that typically appear in this area of the face. Despite the media and fans continuing to scrutinize her photos in search of new cosmetic procedures, Renée continues to deny having had any surgery and insists that her look is natural regardless of what the evidence says. Nicole Kidman. The Oscar-winning actress repeatedly denied having undergone plastic surgery or any other cosmetic procedure. However, in 2006, the truth came out when her face began to show fewer expression lines, fuller cheeks, and thicker lips. It's worth noting that during that time she was approaching 40 years old and still looked beautiful. But the obsession of Hollywood stars with stopping the passage of time drove her to undergo other procedures, such as a facelift, breast implants, and even more Botox injections. During an interview in 2013, she once again claimed that her appearance was completely natural. However, photos taken by paparazzi and her latest films tell a different story, as her face, seemingly frozen by excessive Botox, makes it difficult for her to display the same range of emotions she showed in her earlier productions. Unfortunately, Nicole didn't stop the Botox injections in time, and now her face looks so expressionless and frozen that her appearance has been compared to that of a wax figure at Madame Tussauds. Christina Aguilera. During her more than 20-year career, we have witnessed a drastic change in her appearance as she ages. At the beginning of her artistic career, rumors emerged that could very well be true, such as a breast augmentation, rhinoplasty to modify the shape of her nose, and lip fillers to achieve her signature plump look. Around the time she gave birth to her first child, the media and fans speculated that she underwent liposuction and skin-tightening surgery to shed the extra pounds. However, it was in the last decade that we saw her most radical transformation after repeatedly gaining and losing weight. It's no secret that weight has always been her biggest concern, but what's truly unfortunate is that in recent months, she may have used Ozempic to shed up to 40 pounds. In case you didn't know, this is a medication used to treat type 2 diabetes and improve blood sugar levels. The most concerning aspect is that if a healthy person like Christina turns to this drug to lose weight quickly, she could end up suffering from hypoglycemia, pancreatitis, and thyroid cancer in her quest to conform to the unrealistic body image imposed by the entertainment industry. Dolly Parton. Countless fans of the legendary country singer admit that she looks incredible for her age. Thanks to her blonde mane, voluptuous lips, and defined eyebrows, giving her a Barbie grandmother look at over 70 years old. However, the Jolene singer admitted that in her youth she didn't feel beautiful, and that lack of confidence drove her to undergo a wide variety of cosmetic treatments to achieve her desired look. Among the most notable surgeries are 2 breast augmentations, a rhinoplasty to refine her nose, a reduction in the size of her chin, and finally, an eyebrow lift, which involves elevating the soft tissue and skin of the forehead. Each of these procedures costs thousands of dollars, but with her $650 million fortune, she can afford all the surgeries she wants without worrying about the price. There's even a rumor that her breasts are insured for several $1,000,000, which she has responded to by saying it's just a gossip that appears in the media from time to time to annoy her. Regardless of the truth, Dolly is the perfect example of how surgeries boosted her self-confidence, though she forgot to mention the extensive list of health problems that could affect her body if she continues down this path. Lady Gaga. A few years before becoming the music diva we all know, Stefani Germanotta didn't have access to her current estimated fortune of $300 million. For this reason, she had to resort to more economical methods for her first cosmetic procedure. So during a trip to Chicago, she went to a clinic of dubious reputation where she had fillers injected into her lips and cheekbones to give her a fuller appearance. When she finally achieved fame and amassed an unimaginable fortune, she gained access to the best surgeons and the most expensive cosmetic treatments. But this is a double-edged sword, because her obsession with altering her natural look drove her to reduce the size of her nose, get breast implants, and dive headfirst into the complicated world of Botox. At one point, her obsession with maintaining a youthful appearance became a problem when one of her friends, who was also her official photographer, told her that she was becoming addicted to Botox and bluntly said that if she didn't stop right then, she would end up looking like Donatella Versace, the Italian fashion designer who ruined her face with so many surgeries and Botox injections. Gaga admitted that her addiction nearly ruined her look completely, but fortunately, the people around her made her see reason, and she now opts for alternative and less invasive treatments. Britney Spears. The pop princess has gone through various transformations throughout her career, ranging from her ever-changing fashion style to the infamous moment when she shaved all her hair during her mental breakdown in 2007. However, the most noticeable changes occurred in her face, and as we all know, cosmetic procedures are irreversible additions that have permanently altered her appearance. The first thing that stands out is her smaller and more refined nose, achieved through rhinoplasty. But if Britney were to undergo surgery again, she might end up with a disaster similar to Michael Jackson's nose. Additionally, it's clear that the toxic singer uses Botox fillers and other treatments to hide the signs of aging and give her eyes a more prominent shape. According to plastic surgeons who analyzed Britney's before and after photos, they point out that Botox also gave her higher and more defined cheekbones. But they also warn that if she continues her obsession with staying young at all costs, she might end up with a frozen face, unable to express emotions like a plastic doll. Ariana Grande. The actress and singer who rose to fame with the Nickelodeon series Victorious has become one of the biggest music stars on the planet over the past decade. During the same period, we've also witnessed her personal metamorphosis, which has nothing to do with aging and everything to do with her visits to the plastic surgeon. Even though she had a perfectly normal nose, Ariana opted for a rhinoplasty that many fans believe was an unnecessary change. Additionally, the application of fillers has transformed her face, making her chin, cheeks, cheekbones, and lips more pronounced compared to her appearance when she was still a Nickelodeon star. While it's normal for young people to have expression lines, the singer preferred to smooth them out with Botox and now has a flawless face, with which she aims to say that time doesn't pass for her. Another drastic procedure was her brow lift, which she chose to complete with surgery rather than Botox to achieve a permanent result. It's not all surgeries and invasive procedures for Ariana, as excessive tanning has given her skin a darker tone with a golden tint. But dermatology experts warn that overuse of this technique could ruin her skin long before she turns 40. Nicki Minaj. This hip-hop superstar is another celebrity who insists time and again that her impressive look is thanks to professional makeup and intense gym sessions. The reality couldn't be more different, as if you look at her photos taken before she became famous, you'll see that she was a very different girl from the one we know now. The first detail that stands out is her thinner nose, the result of rhinoplasty. It's also noteworthy that at 41 years old, her face remains wrinkle-free, suggesting that she regularly receives Botox and filler treatments. Additionally, she appears to have undergone a brow lift, achieving that surprisingly youthful expression that so many celebrities seek to defy time. We also can't ignore the remarkable transformation of her figure, with fat transfer to her hips and buttocks, to acquire a volume that draws attention wherever she goes. Although Nicki continues to defend her transformation as the result of the art of makeup, the evident changes in her face and body tell a story of cosmetic surgeries with which she attempts to stay young and radiant in the always competitive and ruthless entertainment industry. Cardi B. The Grammy-winning rapper leaves everyone speechless with her stunning curves. But what many fans don't know is that her curvy backside is the result of silicone oil injections, which she got in 2014 at an illegal clinic located in a basement. This dangerous procedure, which cost her $800, was performed by a person unqualified in medicine. and to her surprise, no anesthesia was administered, causing her to feel pain she described as unbearable. Cardi B's ordeal was just beginning, as in the following 5 days, she experienced silicone leaks that threatened to become infected and take her life. Desperate to fix the problem, she returned to the same illegal clinic for a touch-up. But as soon as she arrived, she discovered it had been shut down by authorities because a patient had died after undergoing the same procedure. Fortunately, the Bodak Yellow singer survived this health scare, but her story serves as a chilling reminder of the risks associated with illegal cosmetic procedures performed by unqualified individuals, which result in the deaths of thousands of people every year. Kylie Jenner. The youngest sister of the Kardashian clan's obsession with plastic surgeries began when she was just 16 years old and got her first lip filler. This was just the beginning of a radical transformation that would drastically change her body, as in the following years, she underwent a rhinoplasty, increased the size of her buttocks, and had 2 breast augmentations, all of which helped her sculpt her figure to achieve a look that attracted countless criticisms for undergoing so many body modifications at such a young age. Despite these changes that are impossible to ignore, Kylie maintains a firm stance, denying having undergone this list of cosmetic procedures. However, a simple comparison of her before and after photos tells a different story, as the cosmetics industry mogul has changed so much that she looks like a completely different person. You only need to look at her curves to notice the changes. If you go back 8 to 10 years, she was a super slim and somewhat petite girl. But since undergoing the fat transfer process to her buttocks and hips, she now sports a curvaceous hourglass silhouette that makes her look like the twin of her older sister, Kim Kardashian. Alejandra Guzman. The Mexican singer, known for her powerful and energetic performances, has relied on plastic surgeries for over 25 years to maintain her youth. Among all the procedures she underwent, the most shocking and dangerous was the injection of methyl methacrylate between the subdermis and muscle to enlarge her buttocks. Unsurprisingly, her body reacted adversely, and she was on the brink of death, surviving by a miracle. Since that incident, the singer of Yo Te Esperaba has lived with the painful consequences of this intervention, which forced her to undergo numerous surgeries to remove the remnants of the injected substance. Despite nearly losing her life, Alejandra continues to trust in surgeries to achieve a youthful and dazzling look. Among the treatments she used to shave off a few years are the infamous Botox and fillers, which, instead of restoring her youth, radically changed her face to the point where her prominent cheekbones, plump lips, and the reduction in the size of her nose make her look like a caricature of the real Alejandra Guzman. Ninel Conde. The Mexican actress and singer, famous for her roles in telenovelas such as Rebelde and Fuego en la Sangre, has faced countless criticisms due to the surgeries that have drastically transformed her appearance. The star, who just a few years ago was admired for her natural beauty, now seems like a shadow of what she used to be. Over the past decade, her face has appeared swollen, and her features exaggerated with prominent cheekbones, a much smaller nose, and excessively thick lips, indicative of multiple filler injections and Botox procedures. These changes did not go unnoticed by her fans, who expressed their disappointment with her new look, and even some of her most loyal followers couldn't help but compare her to vedette Lin May, a figure globally famous for her extreme surgeries. Ultimately, Ninel's metamorphosis has been more than shocking, sparking intense debate among her fans and critics, with some trying to understand the reasons behind her decisions, while others mourn the loss of the natural beauty that characterized her at the beginning of her career. Now tell me, which of these transformations do you find the most incredible? Leave your opinion in the comments. Here are 2 options that you'll surely love.